Caribbean, with its nearly perfect tropical weather, beautiful beaches, turquoise water, and island breezes, is a top vacation destination almost year-round. There are thousands of islands throughout the Caribbean Sea that are popular places to visit for tourists, each with its own flair and appeal. One of the reasons for the popularity of these islands is the range of all-inclusive resorts that make vacations easy. There are adults-only resorts, family resorts, and bungalows available for solo travelers. In the Caribbean, it's easy to plan visits to several destinations on a single trip, whether you are island hopping on an excursion or taking a Caribbean cruise to multiple islands. For help planning your vacation, here are the 18 best places to visit in the Caribbean islands in 2024. Number 1. British Virgin Islands. The British Virgin Islands are one of the best places to visit in the Caribbean. For starters, there are 60 islands that make up the BVI, so there's no shortage of places to explore, reefs to dive, and white sand beaches to sink your toes into while on vacation. The British Virgin Islands has a mix of tourists and high-end luxury, with ample activities and accommodations for all-inclusive preferences and more rustic experiences. From Tortola Island's popular family-friendly Cane Garden Bay to Peter Island's quiet and picturesque Deadman's Beach, the BVI's beaches are a huge draw. The blue Caribbean waters around the islands are clear and perfect for surfing, diving, snorkeling, sailing, and windsurfing. There are many excursions you can take from the islands, such as dolphin tours and sunset cruises. Number 2. U.S. Virgin Islands. The U.S. Virgin Islands are some of the best places to visit in the Caribbean because they are easy to travel to, especially from the U.S. The U.S. Virgin Islands consist of St. Thomas, St. John, and St. Croix. Island hopping between the three is easy for day trips. St. Croix is the largest of the islands and attracts honeymooners and divers to its waters. The island is only 22 miles long, has 2 cities, and a beautiful cultural scene with artisans and architecture. St. Thomas is the most diverse in terms of visitors, and it usually attracts couples and families to its beaches and cultural downtown. St. John's Island is the smaller island and more rural than the other two. Beyond famous beaches like Trunk Bay, St. John's natural beauty abounds. 2/3 of the island is protected national parkland, so you'll see the Caribbean in its natural state. Number 3. St. Lucia. The tropical paradise of St. Lucia is one of the Caribbean's top honeymoon destinations, and it's easy to see why. It has many quaint resorts that are as relaxing as they are fuel for adrenaline junkies. Clean beaches are where most vacationers spend most of their time. Anse de Sables Beach and Plantation Beach are 2 popular ones. There are many activities to take advantage of on the island of St. Lucia, from ziplining through rainforests to off-roading. It is an ideal island for diving trips and snorkeling excursions. The island has quiet natural beauty, but also Rodney Bay's nightlife and restaurants. Number 4. Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic is the second largest Caribbean country and one of the most popular for vacationers and honeymooners. Getting to the Dominican Republic is easy, and it's one of the best places to visit in the Caribbean. It's a 2-hour flight from Miami and an 8-hour drive from most cities in Europe. If the beach is your thing, you have 250 miles of beautiful beaches to choose from on the island. Some of the best places to visit for tourists include Punta Cana and Puerto Plata, where you will find many resorts and departure points for excursions, such as snorkeling and diving. A visit to the capital of Santo Domingo is also worth a taste of history. Number 5. The Cayman Islands. The Cayman Islands are the best islands to visit in the Caribbean for those looking for an epic diving experience. The island chain is made up of Grand Cayman, Little Cayman, and Cayman Brac. Grand Cayman is the most popular island for vacationers, with a number of popular dive sites such as the Kittiwake Shipwreck and Artificial Reef. Grand Cayman is also known for its tranquil 7-mile beach, one of the best beaches in the Caribbean, and Stingray City, where tourists can get up close to the giant sea creatures that eat out of your hand. You can stay at one of Grand Cayman's many resorts and take day trips to the other 2 islands during your stay. Number 6. Aruba. Aruba's crystal clear waters make for a perfect island getaway. Aruba is not as popular as some of the other Caribbean islands, making it one of the best places to go because you can enjoy the island's beaches and attractions to the fullest without the crowds. Swimming in the Caribbean Sea is the top thing to do in Aruba. Eagle Beach and Palm Beach are 2 of the best beaches on the island. Diving is also popular in Aruba. If you're a beginner, you can take a diving lesson from your resort and head out for a day to explore some of the nearby coral reefs and shipwrecks. For non-beach activities, Arikok National Park is a popular excursion, and the Aruba Ostrich Farm is a fun experience, especially for families. Number 7. Jamaica. Almost everywhere you go, you'll be immersed in Jamaican culture, from reggae music to jerk chicken cooking on a roadside grill. Jamaica is a popular Caribbean destination because the island has frequent flights and all-inclusive resorts, making it an easy vacation to plan. While Negro's 7 miles of beaches can make up part of your vacation, Jamaica is great for active vacationers. Dunn's River Falls is just one of the amazing waterfalls in Jamaica, where you can swim in the water and climb up the falls. There are also guided excursions to Blue Mountain National Park and snorkeling. As with most Caribbean islands, some times are better than others for a visit. The best time to visit Jamaica is probably when you have free time, but otherwise you may want to consider the weather and storm season. Number 8. Turks Caicos. Turks and Caicos was dramatically affected by the 2017 hurricane season, but it's still one of the best places to go in the Caribbean, especially as it looks to rebuild and attract tourists. There are 40 islands and cays that make up Turks and Caicos. Grand Turk is the only cruise ship port. Providenciales, or Provo, is known for its top-shelf luxury resorts and one of the best beaches in the world, Grace Bay. Diving and snorkeling in Turks and Caicos are recommended around the spectacular underwater reefs and fish-filled Bight Reef. Number 9. Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is one of the best vacations in the Caribbean because the island has many flights that appeal to different types of vacationers. Clear water beaches are good for families, San Juan's shops attract cruise ship passengers, secluded Viques Island is a quiet spot for couples, and Rincon's Tres Palmas Beach's 25-foot waves attract surfers from around the world. Kick back with your beach towel at Flamenco Beach or head up to El Morro Castle, one of the island's top attractions. At night, you can go outside to enjoy the glowing bioluminescent microbes in Mosquito Bay. The other nice perk of Puerto Rico is that discounted packages are available year-round, even during the winter months when other Caribbean islands raise their prices. Number 10. Antigua. Antigua's main attraction is its 365 beaches, which range from calm, shallow waters ideal for swimming to deep waters ideal for snorkeling. Dickinson Bay is one of Antigua's most popular beaches for relaxation. If you're looking for more secluded beaches, the hidden sands of Hawksbill Bay are quieter and ideal for couples and honeymooners. Antigua has plenty of non-beach activities, making it one of the best places to visit in the Caribbean. For a panoramic view of the island, climb to the top of Shirley Heights, where you can even see the Montserrat volcano. Another excursion is to St. John's Saturday Market, where you can buy unique souvenirs from spices to handicrafts. Number 11. Barbados. For a quiet Caribbean vacation, Barbados has its laid-back vibe, and that's one of its greatest appeals. Barbados has white sand beaches such as picturesque Bathsheba, Carlisle Bay, and Dover, where you can spend a relaxing day swimming in the warm waters. Spend an afternoon in Bridgetown and gaze at the old architecture as you buy spices from local street vendors. Barbados is a fun island to explore with many attractions and natural landmarks open to tourists. Harrison's Cave offers a nice tour to see stalactite and stalagmite formations, while Animal Flower Cave is a sea cave that you can access on your own. If you enjoy snorkeling, you'll want to book a day excursion that takes you to visit shipwrecks and swim with sea turtles. Number 12. Anguilla. The island of Anguilla offers a more authentic Caribbean experience, as cruise ships are not allowed on the island, so it is somewhat less touristy. Instead of big hotels, there are small villas on Anguilla beaches. If you're looking for some extra fun, you'll find some luxury resorts on the island, but Anguilla doesn't have the crowded tourist scene that's common on some other islands. Most vacationers in Anguilla stay at one of more than 30 pristine beaches, such as Meads Bay, Shoal Bay East, and Rendezvous Bay. Day trip excursions are popular for snorkeling, diving, and eco tours around the island. Number 13. Curacao. The island of Curacao is unique because instead of the subdued blues and greens you see in buildings on other islands, you'll see a vibrant and colorful Dutch influence in the historic architecture. The port town of Willemstad has a funky energy and old European flair, but the beaches are still the main attraction. Snorkeling and diving in Curacao are excellent, and many coral reefs are easy to access. Casabao Beach and Playa Lagoon are the top beaches on the island. It is easy to rent water sports equipment or take a diving lesson on the island. Number 14. Grenada. The draw of Grenada is the experiences you can have on the island in addition to the unforgettable photos of its beautiful beaches. You can go shelling on the beach in the morning and visit a spice farm on the island in the evening. You will want to visit the colorful harbor and walk the beautiful streets of St. George. Grenada has 45 beaches, but the 2-mile Grand Anse Beach is the most popular. There are several natural areas for hiking, such as LA Sagesse Nature Center and Grand Etang National Park. Be sure to plan some time to visit Market Square, one of the island's funnest spots, where you can pick up souvenirs from local vendors. Number 15. St. Martin. The small island of St. Martin is a bit more active with tourists than some other Caribbean islands. It is a dual-owned island. One side is French and the other side is Dutch. Beaches are quiet and plentiful, so you can try a new one every day of your vacation. Orient Bay, Mully Bay, and Kupakoy Beach are popular, but there are many more to enjoy. There are many non-beach activities in St. Martin, such as ziplining, snorkeling, and sailing near the Pic du Pardis Mountains. Day trips to Anguilla are popular and easy to book from St. Martin. You can also take a catamaran tour around the island. Number 16. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The 32 islands that make up St. Vincent and the Grenadines capture the pure essence of the Caribbean with their remoteness and calm tropical breezes. These are popular islands for anyone who wants to lie in a hammock under a shade tree or soak up the sun by the turquoise waters and much more. If you want to explore, there are plenty of attractions and things to do, from snorkeling, sailing, and hiking to island hopping. The charm of St. Vincent and the Grenadines is its many hidden spots and small islands, which make you feel like you are in a tropical paradise. There are many boutique hotels and resorts on the island. December through April is a popular season to visit, and you'll find great hotel discounts and 80-degree temperatures by planning your trip in May, June, or November. Number 17. Bahamas. The Bahamas are popular tourist islands, with more than 700 of them dotting the Caribbean Sea. The capital city of Nassau is a common port for cruise ships, so you'll find attractions to fill your time like shopping, beaches, markets, Paradise Island, and the Ardastra Gardens Wildlife Conservation Center. Some of the other islands in the Bahamas, such as Exuma, Eleuthera Harbor Island, and Abaco, have spectacular things to do, such as fishing, relaxing on beaches, diving, swimming in hidden coves, and exploring natural parks. Whether you're going for a romantic getaway or a family getaway, you can find all-inclusive resorts in the Bahamas that take the guesswork out of planning. Many people like to go to the Bahamas for winter from mid-December to mid-April. Outside of hurricane season is the perfect time to enjoy the consistently perfect weather in the Bahamas, but you'll find higher prices and more crowds during those months. Number 18. Guadeloupe. If you're looking for a more secluded Bahamas vacation in an unspoiled environment, then Guadeloupe will to you. This French Caribbean island is more rural than other islands. Guadeloupe is made up of the two islands of Grande Terre and Basse Terre, a small group of islands separated by the Salée River. You can spend a full week in each region, or split your vacation into day trips to visit the top attractions and sightseeing destinations. Some of the highlights of Guadeloupe include hiking and bird watching in the Guadeloupe National Park, snorkeling in the Jacques Cousteau Underwater Reserve, and soaking in the tropical gardens of the Jardin Botanique de Deschais. Guadeloupe is covered in lush forests and picturesque waterfalls, so there's a quiet place to escape to even during the busy months of December to May, when the island's weather is ideal,